I didn't record any of that. I'm recording right now. Glad I got it leveled. Good morning, everybody. Micah Thomas here with Peachtree Farm and Greenhouse, and we have got a project going behind us, as you can see. Right next to our Big Bertha slide, we are putting in a building for our corn pit. So last year it was it was sitting out in the elements exposed. Luckily we had a really dry October and we never got a drop of rain the whole time. So worked well last year, and something that we can close it up, keep Mother Nature and the wildlife out of it. So be a little safer for the kiddos as well. So what we've got going on is a 10 by 12, essentially it's going to be a corn crib, but we're going to start out in October with just shelled corn in it for the kids to play in, kind of like a sand box would be. But it's corn. We're still going to call it the corn crib. But then after we close down and we pick all of our corn and our corn maize, we will store it in here and sell it to the deer hunters.
Hi.
Here's where we got some of the parts from. So we have these 4x4 posts here, and you see these eye bolts in them. Well, that's from something that we had built last year. So at the opposite end of the playground area last year, we had what we called pumpkin chunking. And essentially we took leather pouches that a small pumpkin would fit down in, and we attached, and it was spearfishing cable to it, so it was really stretchy, kind of like a bungee cord, but a little more heavy duty. And people could pull back on that and launch it right out here toward this big tree and over into the neighbor's pasture behind it. But as you can see, right down through here's where the holes were. Yesterday, Corey and Corbin and I pulled those posts up with the eye bolts in them because the pumpkin chunking wasn't as popular as I thought it would be. It seemed like once somebody started doing it, then more people fell in wanting to do it. But they were kind of like, what is this setup? So maybe it was our fault by not advertising it properly. But anyway, now that area is going to become a obstacle course and a petting zoo. And we're going to reuse those posts from the pumpkin chunking in with these posts. I got 4 brand new ones for our corner posts, and we're going to make a corn pit out of it. So come along with us. What'd you say, Carol?
He's got the easiest job because he's just sitting down.
Well, he's the manager.
Yeah.
He makes sure that we're doing things right.
You do.
Oh, I do? Well, he still tells me if I'm doing it wrong.
I'm the boss's boss.
All right, so we've got the corner post dug and square, we think. We haven't got them leveled up and concreted in yet. That's the next step. All right, there we go. We got the post level, square, and all the baseboards on it where it won't go anywhere. The posts are concreted in. So now we put in floor joists and start building the floor. Corey's got the hard job. Well, not really a hard job, it's just time consuming, of taking out all of the eye bolts that we had. Put in these 4x4s for the pumpkin chunking.
One down. Which side's the door going on? My side? This side? Patty and Gary are in the cabin right now. I still have one wall that we did not get chinked. Corbin's mowing the yard, as you can hear. But they're going to cut out the foam so they can go ahead and put that up for me, and we will be ready to, I'll be ready to chink the rest of this wall so it'll be nice and pretty for you all this fall. How's it going? Good. They're cutting out the styrofoam so that I can finish out this wall behind them here. Looking good, guys. Let me see them muscles. Yeah.
嗯
Woo, boy. All right, we're getting there. What are you cutting, Micah?
Floor joist.
I feel like I'm his supervisor today. Kind of hurt my shoulder.
You're always my supervisor.
And it's starting to heal. I kind of feel it a little bit today because I tried to pick up a whiskey barrel and I felt it right then and said, okay, this ain't gonna work. Which kind of makes me mad. I'm used to doing whatever I need to do around here. So I'm trying to let it heal so I can get back at it.
Did you hear what she said? She tried to lift up a freaking whiskey barrel.
Yeah, somebody came and got 2 for a wedding. We still have plenty if anybody needs some. We have half whiskey barrels and whole whiskey barrels. I'm pretty good at holding the
Popcorn whiskey barrels.
the boars that he needs. Right
Boiled whiskey barrels.
now. Oh boy.
Grilled whiskey barrels. Whiskey barrel shrimp. Alright, let's go. Change batteries.
Saying batteries.
I'll say batteries if I want. Go to the other end, please. There is the floor, nearly complete. Got a little strip on each side still to do, but got a few scrap pieces I'm gonna try to round up to finish that out with. It's all ready for chinking now.
Chunking chicken.
Pumpkin chunking.
Pumpkin chunking chicken. I done murdered a bunch of wasps up here. That thing was full. Oh, there's one flying around up there right now.
Good morning, everybody. This is Corey and
Micah.
And Gary.
hey. He didn't want to be on here, but now he is. He knows he's the star of the show. We got lots of work to do. We're gonna finish the corn crib hopefully and put tables out for pansies and flowering kale and diathus. Got a busy day. So check out these dark pink. This is going to be the first and only variety blooming so far. They're very pretty. Check out these cone baskets. It's like an ice cream cone. They are so pretty. Then we've got our big, just normal hanging baskets. Oh, we got one knocked over here. Oh, we got 2 more. Poor mums. Look at these big barrels. They are going to be gorgeous. Grady and Pops is over here waiting on me, so we're gonna get started putting our tables out here.
Corey is over there at the greenhouses with my mom and dad. They're setting up tables outside for all of our fall flowers to be outside because it gets too hot in the greenhouses this time of year. And I'm over here in the playground. I'm gonna get back to work on the crib.
So we're trying to get all of these out here so that we can make our tables. We're going to lay the pallets down here, get them ready to set up out here so that way we can be ready. Our pansies ship Monday. So next week I'll be potting all of those and getting ready. I'll throw this out there. My mother-in-law sets the standards really high. Carrying 2. Yeah. I hope I'm as awesome as she is one day.
We're ready to put the header boards up around the top. What I'm doing is I picked out the shortest post, which is this one, based off the holes that I dug and the elevation. I know I got the floor level. and the building's square. So I picked out the shortest post, and that's where I'm gonna start my header boards at. Go all the way around with it, and then I'll just cut the other posts off. There's the front. Whenever you work on a farm, you try to recycle as many things and reuse as many things as possible. And if you remember earlier, I talked about how we were reusing the pumpkin chunking 4x4s for this project here. Well, this is what you got to work with. See how far out those are? I put all new posts in the corners and then recycled those in between the corners all the way around. So we're using 3.5-inch screws, and hopefully they'll pull them up and square them up as much as possible. But like I said, it's a corn crib. It's not something that we're going to be living in, hopefully. But you know, if Corey kicks me out, there's quite a bit of room in here. There she is, ready to put the middle board on, and we can start boxing it in. I'm sitting here with the woman with whose loins I was birthed from, my mama.
You are crazy.
Hardest working woman I knew for 20 years before I met this one. So out there is the crib. We've got the main beam up top. It kind of looks like there's a cross at the top of it right now. Yeah, looks like a little chapel. That's holding the main beam up. We got all the braces around the edges. And then the women went and did this. They've gathered up all this boxing off of the old corn crib. We're going to repurpose that on the sides of the new one out there. So they're going to pull all the old nails out of it. Ain't you, ladies?
Can't wait.
There are a lot of nails to pull out too. Hey, it's just part of it. Right, here she is. Got all of our brace boards on. Got our ridge board on. Ready for rafters. And it'll start looking like a building. That's what I was talking about. Kind of looks like a church right now. We all need a little Jesus in our life. All right, everybody, we are done for the day. We got all of the strips put around the crib, and we got our beam and all the rafters put up as well. So, and my mom and my wife, bless their souls, went and got all of this boxing off of the old corn crib. It's got that old red patina. Isn't that gonna look great on the sides of this? And then we're gonna put this old roofing off of Jerry's old house, which is now our cabin. We're gonna put that on as the roof. So here's the finished product. So we're ready to start putting the boxing up and down. We got a little overhang, and then I still gotta put the strips across so we can fasten our or metal for the roof. But it's looking great. I think it's going to be enjoyed by many kids. Filled with corn. Probably 6 or 8 inches worth of corn in here. And some Tonka trucks and excavators. They'll have a great big old time.
We have had a really long day today, and we are, for some reason, building a fire because it's, what, still 100 degrees outside?
No, in our defense, we have friends coming over.
We do have some friends. We do actually have friends in a life outside of work, don't we?
We got really good friends.
Yes, so we're going to roast hot dogs and marshmallows with them, and we might go inside after that. But anyway, we wanted to wrap up our video today, and we want to thank, big shout out to Patty and Gary Thomas, my mother and father-in-law. They are the
Big
best.
help.
I learned from the best. I know Micah gave us a shout out earlier, but she's a good one. He's all right. Anyway.
He's a fixture.
Yeah. All right, we want you all to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please help us grow this channel. We can grow some really big mums, really big pumpkins, and we can work really hard around here, but we cannot grow that channel without you. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe. See you later.